Riley here from Worthington Publishing, here to bring you some updates. I know it's been about a month now, or maybe a little over a month since I've last been on camera, and I wanted to update you with what's going on and why I've been away. We had completed our move right after the first of the year into the new office. I'm currently working on turning the old office into a film and photography studio, not just for games, but for other projects I'm working on. Now, I've been posting some rocket and NASA stuff on this page. I'm done with that. If y'all are interested, I may set up a separate page. I may still occasionally Twitter about NASA or something like that coming up. But as far as the games page, we're strictly going to stick to games from here out. I was afraid I was losing some of y'all with some of the NASA stuff. However, exciting news on a space front that we're coming up with. First off, Hold Fast Tunisia and Dunkirk, France 1940. Okay? These are the hard copies we got from the printer. We approved them. They are on their way. So if you are a backer of Hold Fast Tunisia or Dunkirk, France 1940, we expect them in port June 23rd. I'm going to be sending shipping notifications to get your address, your current mailing address, not this Saturday, but probably the following Saturday, right around the 21st, 22nd when it comes into port. I'll begin printing shipping labels immediately, and we're going to get these into your hands. Updates on a couple other games that we've completed Kickstarter projects on that we want to get you up to date. Warlord on the Chesapeake, Warlord on the Gulf Coast, and Hastings 1066. On those games, we were trying to get everything to where we could get them all shipped over at the same time. It was taking too long with the printer because he was trying to organize all these separate files. So what we are doing is we are getting Warlord on the Chesapeake first, probably followed by a month later. And Hastings and Warlord on the Gulf Coast may come at the same time just because they're actually two separate printers that we're kind of using, at least on those. But the goal is to clear all our back projects by the end of the summer. So we got that and American Civil War. Lincoln, which we partnered with PSC Games, we just sent them our shipping notification on how many copies we wanted for U.S. customers. So we'll be getting those in, I believe, sometime around September if Dan and Will are correct on that, and we'll begin shipping those for PSC. Lincoln by Martin Wallace. We'll have extra copies, and we'll probably maintain those at the at least close to the Kickstarter price point, which I think was $45. So we'll be looking at doing that. Wanted to update y'all and get back in the swing of things. This is going to be a short video today. I'm going to post this on the Kickstarter projects for both of these games. If you haven't ordered these yet, they are available on our website. I'm going to show you real quick. Nice gloss labels. You get two full sets of the labels. You get the rules with player aid on the back and lots of good graphics and examples. It's 6 pages of rules, really. Gray and green blocks, the Germans and Italians against the British and Americans. You get your dice and a beautiful hard-mounted board. Matt Luby really worked harder on this. I'm going to unfold it here for you. And this is a good, thick game board, 6-panel. You can see how thick it is. So if you haven't ordered Hold Fast Tunisia, go out and order it. There's that. And then I want to show you France 1940 by Doug Bryant. And guys, Matt and Doug, I'm going to get you these games. But this was really a unique design for us. Very different. Kickstarter backers get a laminated sheet that they can plan their battles on. You get one set of labels for the units here, and you've got the Belgians, the Dutch, Netherlands, Belgium, the Netherlands, British BF. You get 2 German army groups, and the British and French forces. Detailed rule book, again, a lot of examples, designer notes sprinkled throughout, play questions, even put the questions that would pop up in here, and a example of the game on the back. You get a deck of 54 cards, Allied and Access, and these provide you different things. It's not card driven. You activate your forces, you can move them without the card. It is card assisted. You get things to where you add dice to airstrikes, attacking even them all, maybe easier, and things like that. So it's a pretty unique thing. You get blocks in blue and red for the British, you get gray for the Germans, and then you get a tan and orange for the Belgium and Netherlands. 2 10-sided dice. What really makes this game cool is German strategy cards. The German player before the game picks strategy cards secretly and hides them. And what these do is they're his goals for the game. Now obviously it's always to beat France, but there's different strategy and objectives and victory points on each one, which kind of keep the Allies in a little bit of suspense. The Allies are going to be able to attack. This isn't a German rollover game. The Allies actually get the chance to counterattack and hopefully counterattack successfully. But one of the objectives could be on to Paris. The Germans drive straight for Paris. That's their objective. Or it could be drive to the coast, cut off the BEF. So you got different goals here that really make this game fresh and playable. If you remember the old Avalon Hill, France 1940, the cards that they used there, that takes some of that, but I think it makes it actually a little bit better. It's chit draw to see who moves, so it keeps it fresh there. It has a high replayability factor based on those things. One of the next things is we want to announce our next Kickstarter project, which is going to be called Tranquility Base. We are rapidly coming up on the 50th anniversary of man's first steps on the moon by Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. In October, they're coming out with a movie called First Man, starring Ryan Gosling and Claire Foy. If you've seen The Crown, you know what a wonderful actress she is. That comes out October 12th. Being a NASA and space fan, guys, you know it. We've signed Van Overbay. We are redoing his game Moonshot, and it will be called Tranquility Base. The cards have been updated. The art's pretty much the same because Van got permission from NASA to use NASA art on those. And it is the race between 4 players, 1 to 4 players to get to the moon. That's going to launch probably this Saturday, June, what's today? Today is the 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th. June 16th, I think either that sometime between 16th and 23rd. But that's by Van Overbay. We are also doing Sea Rovers, a pirate game. Get a chance, go out on Kickstarter, look at these 3 games. Moonshot, which was his original 1995-1997 production. It was picked by all kinds of magazines and Dice Tower as one of their top 10 games. And look at Sea Rovers too. Look at Moonshot, Tranquility Base, and Sea Rovers. And you'll see what we've got upcoming with Van Overbay, which looks absolutely fantastic. Very excited about these projects. I've played Moonshot. I did a review of it. It is a great game. After playing it, we went out and signed Van and his games contracts with to produce his games. He's a great designer, and you're going to be hearing a lot more about him, definitely. So guys, that's it. Just wanted to touch base real quick, let you know that I'm going to be doing news and reviews this weekend. I've got some new games in, and I want to do those. I got Fields of Despair by GMT. I picked up Long Street Attacks from Revolution Games. That's Herman Luttman's sword system. He's done Stonewall Sword. He's done Long Street Attacks, which if you remember originally this was with GMT Games as Hammering Sickles, and he also did P Ridge or Thunder in the Ozarks. So I've got all those. I'll do reviews on those eventually. I also picked up Clash of Giants 3 by Ted Racier because I'm working on the Civil War, finalizing the scenarios on the Civil War, Holds On American Civil War. I'm just bouncing ideas off myself, and I just want to play our scenarios and then just play games related to the Civil War. That way I stay in the mood for that. So again, guys, just to update you, Hold Fast Tunisia, Hold Fast Dunkirk, June 23rd, we'll be getting those in. We'll be shipping those out. Whirl on the Chesapeake, hopefully July we'll be getting that in. Whirl on the Gulf Coast and Hastings. sometime between July and August and shipping those out. Civil War, September, along with Lincoln. And guys, after that, we should be launching Moonshot for October, or shipping it in October, and that'll be out before the 50th anniversary of the NASA moon landings, as originally Moonshot was sold in all the NASA gift shops, from Kennedy Space Center to Houston. So we hope to be getting those back into the gift shops there. But that's it for today. I'm going to do a box opening on Longstreet's Attacks this weekend, along with the game review of this. I'm looking forward to playing this. I've played Stonewall Sword. Haven't played Thunder in the Ozarks, but this looks interesting. It's actually on my favorite part of the Gettysburg battle. But guys, thanks for having me back. And I'll tell you what we're going to do is, new subscribers, if you haven't subscribed, anybody that's subscribed to this website, I'm going to do a drawing on June 23rd for a copy of Tunisia and a copy of Dunkirk. I reversed that, Tunisia and Dunkirk. And we'll be giving a copy of each away to 4 different customers. So 2 copies and 2 copies, and you're going to get something. So we'll be giving 4 lucky winners who are subscribers to our YouTube channel free games. And other than that, that's it for today. I'll see you this weekend. It'll probably be published on Monday, the next update on the Longstreet Attacks. This weekend, your goal: play a game, teach a game, but guys, most of all, as always, happy gaming.